Hi guys, Misty here. I'm going to take you on an adventure of what I'm doing for my latest storage system because my binder got overpacked and I just did not have enough room. I needed something bigger because I have a lot to put in here. But I'm kind of regretting my decision because my children knocked the bin off. All of these were already organized and my children knocked it off the couch onto the floor. So anyway, we bought this today. I think $9.97. There goes another one. There goes another one trying to jump off the table. The bin is $9.97. It was at Walmart. It opens up one way and it has little slats that go in the middle. 4 sections in the bin. So I bought 2 bins, one for rounds, one for squares. As long as you have no children that can access them, and you might be able to do the storage system the same way as me. There's another diamond down there on the floor. So my children knocked over my bin and basically destroyed my whole organized mess. So these little things they were baseball cards. They were 9 to a pack, but I cut them along their jagged line so that they stay open, so that they don't fall out the sides or anything like that. And then I could just stack them in here. Right now, that's what I'm gonna do. I might get some index cards to put them in there to make them more stronger, more that they stand up on their own. I haven't decided that yet. I'm also probably gonna put some cardboard in between the numbers. I haven't decided that yet either. So right now, just in this video, I'm just going to put them back in their slots as best I can. In order to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use I created this from a printout and I put 2 diamonds each and laminated it a while back when I bought one of each color, so I could make sure I always had enough to do that. So this will give me an idea of what numbers go where. So I'm just trying to get them back in their order that they go in. They're really slippery and it makes them really hard to put them together without them slipping. And if you try to get multiple in your hands, good luck, because I almost dropped mine several times trying to put them in this bin. So good luck to you guys if you try to do multiple at a time. Okay, 151, 153. And I have quite a bit of excess for squares because I started out doing mainly just squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 155, 155, okay, 150, 156, 156. All right, so I got 151. I haven't seen 150 yet. I have not seen find 150 yet, but it should be here. Okay, well, I will just put them in there for now, and when I find 150, I'll put it in the beginning. So I got 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 161. Okay, so I don't have 162 over here either. And I'm just gonna slide those in, but they're sliding right back out, so I'm just gonna try to do whatever I can to keep them in line in there. These even have a hard time staying in their the little baggies to begin with. Okay, so 165, 166, 167. So let's see. I'm moving this all around. I'm dropping things. I'm officially at the part that I wanted to be at yesterday when I started this. I got all of this stuff sorted again in its place. So now, okay, so I'm going to be cutting underneath the dotted lines on this one. You don't want to cut the dotted lines on this one. So I just cut in between the folders. And I leave them in the ring binder for now because it keeps them in there secure. And then I take the one out that I'm going to start cutting. Now, there's not much of a dotted line here, but this dotted line is where they sealed off the pocket. So what I do is I cut in between the two, so I try to keep my cut in, on top of, in between the little dots, because if you get too far over, it's going to end up opening that pocket, and then you won't have a secure perimeter around it if you do that. So this keeps it as a sleeve. And I just continue to do that the whole time, like that's just to keep these in pockets. I may not keep these pockets. I haven't decided fully yet because I have I have a whole bag full of stuff to put in here. So I don't know if I'll have enough room. On this side with the excess part that it goes into the binder part, I cut on the outside of the dotted line just to get rid of the plastic edge. So now it's just a regular pocket.
My board broke it. It broke it. My head got
gonna try to keep them in semblance of an order. I don't think 800 is gonna have enough in that space. I have about 5 pages of 900, so I got like 1 and 2 in here, and 3 and 4, 5. I think 6 maybe in there. Yeah. 6. But then I have 7. And 7 is by itself. I don't think I could get any more in that one. 8 has a little bit of space, but I don't think enough to fit a full 900. Well, we'll try. We'll see what happens. You can always move the stuff around. I'm trying to get all of them in one box, but I don't really think that that's going to happen. Unless my pockets get bigger, taller. But we'll see what happens. It's kind of crazy. I don't foresee me using these for anything else, so that's why I decided to just cut up, and I'll probably only maybe keep these little baggies in there. But then it's hard to say too, because these little baggies wad up so much because there's no real space in there. Stacking up on top of each other, it gets really thick. So I may end up taking these out of their little baggies that they're originally in for that reason, since it makes it so bulky. I'll do a little chit chat session here while I'm doing this. So I actually put in a dispute into AliExpress for my Meian because they are like not really responding very well to me right now. I mean, I asked them for 3 things, which maybe I'm asking too much. You guys can tell me if you think I'm asking too much. But I asked them for a schematic. I asked them for an inventory sheet. And I asked them what they're going to do about the missing drills. Now, they asked me what drills I'm missing, but did not say, hey, let me send them out to you, or, you know, like, they did say that they would send them out, but they did not say they are going to send them out. Then they came back and asked me to finish the diamond painting, which I don't know what it is about these companies, but they are notorious to ask you to finish the diamond painting before they send you anything, which is ridiculous if you have a really large diamond painting. I mean, it could take me 6 months to complete. Are they going to remember that they owe me drills? Probably not. And I don't start projects that I don't have full gems with, because my very, very first diamond painting, the Aurora Borealis Wolf, was missing a color from Paint with Diamonds. I had to wait 2 months to fill in those spots. Because I just skipped over them, which is kind of ridiculous to skip, because the glue could dry out there, or you know, something could get stuck on it. Because once you continue over the area, you can no longer put the covering down anymore. Like, you have to tape it down at a certain point if you want it to stay covered, because all the stickiness is all covered except for this one little gem in the area, or 5 gems or 10 gems or however many gems it is. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that again. I did not end up having any problems with that situation, but things did get kind of stuck to it and stuff. So I'm like, you know, I was still able to complete it, but I was not very happy with the results of it. And I ended up running out of 310s, and I ended up using my family portrait. My family portrait had come in, and I ended up using that to replace my 310s. And so when I was done with my family portrait, I ran out of 310s. Well, I ran out of 310s also because of the fact that the quality of the drills were so bad that it was really hard to complete, because a lot of the time, so on a diamond, it comes up to a point on the sides. Oops, sorry guys, my binder's knocking the camera. So it comes to a point. Well, the top of the point was cut off, broken off, whatever. The top of all of the gems were all broken or missing or whatever. So like that's the whole part that shines. Like if you take that away, then you don't have a sparkly diamond anymore, or a sparkly drill anymore. So I was having to throw or trash a lot of them away, and I think I ended up having to use some because I was just like, I don't have anything else to put on there. And then it took several months for them to send them to me so that I could then use them, complete it. AliExpress offered me 2 options. They said I could send back the diamond paintings, or I can accept $25 cash back. Now, I'm more than happy to cancel the dispute. However, they still have not sent me the things that I've asked. They did send me the inventory sheet, and it took them like 4 days to send it to me. So now they've got to, I've got to contact the factory again, which last time it took 4 or 5 days. I mean, here we are going into another week, I think, like, before they even, because it was last weekend that I asked for these things, and now this is just crazy because it's like they're taking their sweet time on these things, and that's pretty frustrating. So I understand not everything is instant and whatnot, but I mean, like, I asked them for all of the things that I wanted before. I also asked them if they could tell me what their estimations are for the bag sizes that they have, and they haven't answered me on that, because when they package them, they've got to know how many there are, because they've got to be able to estimate when they're counting the bags out. So, you know, if they need 1,500, they need to know if the bags are approximately 300 or 500. So it without opening all the bags and counting them, which I find to be tedious. My husband was supposed to get me a scale so I can weigh them, because people said that weighing them would be pretty accurate to the amount. But my husband forgot to get it again. But they said if you weigh it, they have conversions of the weight or whatever. And so I was going to do that because I don't know if I need any of the other colors, and they don't want to send them. They don't want to send me the. They don't want to send me the diamond, the drills that I need without making sure that I got all of them. That they got all of them, because they don't want to send it more than once, I suppose. Which, I mean, I can understand because it's costing them money to ship them out. But the thing is if you did the thing correct in the beginning and double checked and triple checked and quadruple checked or had quality checks, then there should be no reason that there are any missing diamonds unless you just didn't have the diamonds in stock. Well, if you didn't have the diamonds in stock, then maybe you should have said, hey, I don't have the drills in stock right now. What would you like me to do? Would you like me to send it the way it is now and then I can send you them when they come in? Or do you want me to wait to send them? Because, I mean, I already waited months to get I waited almost 2 months exactly to get this diamond painting. And so it was pretty frustrating, to say the least, to receive something that I can't complete. And actually it's two somethings that I can't complete. And unfortunately, I can't start any of them when I don't have all of the stuff. So, and I don't want to start them with something that I have around here because I don't have enough fully to cover it. And we know that dye lots are different for every company pretty much. And so I don't know if their dye lot matches the dye lots of the ones that I have here. Plus, the ones that I have here are from Hurricane, and I am not using popping drills on something that doesn't have a popping drill issue. Like, if the rest of the gems don't have popping drills, there's no way in heck I'm using popping drill quality stuff, because that's pretty much what I have right now in excess of, because I didn't want to throw them away and have them end up in a landfill or something. I figure I can use them for something or figure something out. I try to take the bits off the sides so that they will seat well next to each other. That doesn't always work though. I mean, I don't know. I should probably just trash them all, but honestly, I think it's a lot of drills to trash. These ones that you're seeing in this book, though, they're not Americans. They are from, I think, Home Fun. I think I bought these from Home Fun. And I bought a whole set of 447 or whatever the number is of them. And so I got the whole set of them, but I did not get the I don't have the ABs yet. I would like to get them someday, but they're kind of expensive, and without having a specific project in mind, which I do actually have one in mind, but the problem is I haven't even created that diamond painting yet, and so but I have an idea of that diamond painting, and I would need the ABs for $6.66 in square. But I don't know how many I need. I don't know if I need 2,000 or 4,000, you know, so without actually doing them. And the specialty drills are like an addiction too, by the way. They're like, because then you start to think, well, I could do that to all of my diamond paintings. But then you want to only do it really on like special ones or something, I would think. But then aren't they all special to you? Maybe not all of them. Depending upon how you choose your diamond paintings, of course. I basically pick and like stuff that I'm going to hang on my wall, or, you know, like stuff like that I can show on my channel. But I don't like to just do random diamond paintings for no reason. I've got to like them. I've got to want to display them up in my apartment, or, you know, something like that. I don't just get them to do them. Probably because there's like a bazillion out there that I want to do. So I don't have to do them to just do them. Now maybe someday when I don't have wall space and, you know, whatnot, and then I might be a little more picky and choosy as to what I bring into the house. But I told my husband that if we start to run out of space, then we'll just rotate some of them out. Which he's like, but why? You know, like that doesn't make any sense to him. But you know, and then he realizes that like I really just enjoy doing them too, and if I don't have them to do them, what am I gonna do? Kind of a thing. Like I would have to come up with a new hobby that doesn't take up so much space. So yeah, it's unfortunate that they take up so much space. Oh, what's my doing?
Why didn't you take the screws off? You take the screws off and it doesn't fall apart and then you put it away.
So this cardboard is not really working in there, so I am going to probably create something out of clay that I can put in there to stand between the... Actually, I think I'm going to do it between each number so that I can be like, okay, this is the 1 and the 100s, it's the 200s. That way, I have separation between them. Since I have clay still from making my diamond painting pen. Oh, he's tired. It's broad daylight. He ain't going nowhere. So that is what's been going on. I still have not received my third diamond painting from the company that was doing it for free on AliExpress. it's kind of stopped in transit from China, so I think it's left China, but it hasn't arrived in the United States yet. I think that however they packaged them got rejected by the customs, and so they sent it back and told them that it was rejected or whatnot, and then I don't know if they sent it out or not, because the company is like ignoring me, and from some of the reviews that I read on their wall, they were ignoring a lot of people, and then it came out, like, they responded to someone saying that it got rejected, or that it, you know, something, and that it was damaged, or I don't know, like they had some kind of reasoning behind it, and people were really mad because the company is ignoring people's messages and not getting back to them. And mine actually says it's delivered even though it never reached me. Which I don't know how that happens, but say okay. Considering that it never even physically made it into the country, it just ran out of time. So, like, based on what they calculated that it would take for delivery, which I find kind of interesting, kind of interesting. So. I forgot this one fell out. I find these things all over the place. That's another reason why I wanted to do this new system, because they get everywhere and then you lose them, and then yeah, it's just like, what was the purpose of buying one of each if I'm not gonna be able to find them later? We're almost done with the 900s, and I actually labeled these with stickers that I made with my sticker maker. I made this. And I was actually never able to even fully, like, I was never able to do anything more with this, really, because it never fit anymore. Like, this book was already, like super full with just the way it was, and I wasn't even able to really put excess diamonds in it. So, and since they're different companies with different dye lots, mostly, I just, you know, had to keep each bag separate. Unfortunately. So this is the last of the 900s rather. I love this blue, it's so gorgeous. I gotta remember not to lean on the binder when it's underneath the leg of the camera, because it might end up knocking the camera over. And I may not do a perfect job every time. Like this one I started to cut a little bit further over, but it shouldn't be a big deal. It shouldn't really affect anything. As long as I don't cut the whole... As long as I don't cut the whole dotted line off, or a good majority of it, should be fine. Alright, so these are the 8s and 9s here. The cardboard is just in the way now. I'm going to set my table up here in the near future to be able to handle the larger size paintings, but I've got to figure out a good angle because I definitely am not going to get that whole thing in a shot. So I'm probably just gonna like do a more zoomed in version of them, like as I'm working on them, because there's no way that I mean, I don't even think hanging the camera from the ceiling would be wide enough angle to be able to do a time-lapse video of it, unless like the time-lapse video is probably gonna have to be shot in, if I did a time-lapse video, it would probably have to be shot in like hyperlapse mode on my phone, because I don't think I have enough space on my computer or on anything to even have that many files saved. Because even right now I am finding out that so I don't know what video I put it in, or if it went up or it didn't go up, but so our neighbor just moved in, apparently like when we did, or sometime when we did, and they have 2 pit bulls that go out on the porch, and they all just urinate out there, and it leaks down onto our porchway, which is above our door. So we have 2 mini porches. I call them mini porches because they're not enclosed porches. Like, we couldn't put our dogs on them if we had dogs. But my children can't go outside and play on our porch because their dogs pee down. So, and then on the other side, there's traffic. So, I can't allow my kids to even go out and play on the porch because it's not sanitary. So I'm not happy about that. And I have complained. I was not the original complainant, because the maintenance guy came over and he was like, "Oh my God, your porch smells like pee. Have you noticed?" And I said, "Well, we don't go out there really that much since we just moved in, and we don't have any, you know, we don't have anything out there to really sit out there. Like, we don't have a table and chairs and stuff to relax and sit out there and enjoy the weather or whatever." And so he's like, "Well, it really stinks." And he's like, "And the dogs are out there laying there." So, and then one day I was sitting here recording, and I could hear water. I could hear something pouring off of the upstairs. So we looked outside, and as soon as we opened the door, we caught the whiff of urine. And so they told her, that the neighbor upstairs, that they had to come down and clean our porch. They did not. So then I called and told them they needed to clean our porch, because somebody needs to clean the porch. They are obviously not doing what they need to do, because now there's a leash down here. So stuff be falling from the top floor, okay? So we live in apartments that are mixed with of us. They're not supposed to have pit bulls in the city of or county of Denver. I don't think. I think they banished them or something, or like they're on the like restricted list or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if they overturned it. They were trying to overturn it. I don't know if they have overturned it or not, but they're also on the breed list of dogs that are not supposed to be living in these apartments. So I don't know how they managed that, which, believe me, there is nothing wrong with pit bulls. It's how they are raised. And it doesn't even have to be a pit bull that bites. It could be any animal. Any animal will bite. If provoked. So it's not that at all. It's just the fact that they let their dogs out on the porch. I don't know if they leave them out there or what, why they're gone asleep, whatever. I don't know when they're letting them out there. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I really don't care, you know, really about it, except for the fact that they are peeing on our porch. One thing that I am very upset about, because if I was standing out there waiting for my husband to their dog could just decide to pee down on my head while I'm standing outside waiting for my husband to come out or something. So that doesn't make me very happy at all. They knocked dog food down on our porch. And honestly, it could just be water this time. I know for sure before it was urine. This time could just be water because it really didn't look yellow. Drinks enough water, or a person, or whoever, you know, like if there's enough, then it could virtually be almost clear if they're getting hydrated enough. And both dogs are out on the porch, so either they're kicking down their water bowl or they're kicking whatever. It doesn't really matter, because why? They're just kicking their stuff off the porch, which is very annoying. Because that means that stuff can fall on my head while I'm sitting out there. Stuff can fall on my kids while we're standing out there. And so it's not very workable. And honestly, you know, I have kids that are really noisy, and they make so much noise that, you know, I'm like, I don't care how much noise they make upstairs. I'm not going to complain about noise, because I have kids that are like just noisy. Like, for the sake of being noisy, they want to be noisy. They sometimes throw tantrums and want to kick walls and stuff. And, you know, we're working on those kinds of things. Having a child that has ADHD and also one that can't communicate fully through words, it's been a struggle for us all. So my 3-year-old, he has barely any language. He will enunciate vowels, but dang it, I just fell down and I didn't move. Oh wait, 3609 is 3609 goes to excuse me. 3609. Oh wow, it does skip to 3805. 38. Wait. 3609 turns into 3680. wow, that's a big jump. 36.85, 36.87, 88.
Peanut butter jelly. Come on.
Alright, so keeping these in order, guys, is not easy if you don't have a have a number to go off of. Okay, this bag is a little too tall. I'm gonna cut it while I'm snipping across. Yeah, so I don't like to complain. I've had neighbors in the past that like to bang on the floor, bang on the walls, or you know, and that is, to me, is so rude. Like you could go downstairs and be like, hey, are you guys almost done with whatever you guys got going on in here? Because like my kids are asleep, or do you mind being a little bit quieter, or anything than to just bang on the floor. I swear it like sets me into a rage. Like I get so mad about it because I think it's so rude to just do that. Like anything is better than anything else is better than just banging. Or I mean, you can come knock on my door and ask me, you know, like, hey, what's going on? Like, I just want to let you know my kids are asleep up there. If you could be a little bit quieter or whatnot. And I know some people are jerks and they'll be like, whatever. But it's just rude to bang on the ceiling or on the floor, whatever floor you live on. It's just rude. I hate starting trouble in complexes because you never know. I've had people key my cars. I've had people pop my tires. Like I've had people just vandalize my stuff, and so I don't like to get into big issues with neighbors, but it's creating a totally unsanitary environment for myself and my children. I mean, because if they are for sure peeing, which I know for sure they have once at least, but if they are peeing, then every time my husband and I walk in and out of our apartment, we're tracking in dog pee. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. And I would hate for them to have to get rid of their dogs. And if I was... Is the leash still down there?
Yes.
If I was getting complaints about my dogs, there's no way I would keep my dog out on the porch. So I actually have enough square diamonds that I'm probably going to need 2 cases for just squares. And you guys, I actually have used spare diamonds so many times. I guess I seem to buy from companies that like to run out of diamonds for some reason. So, because it seems to always happen to me, like I always run out. So I always have to tap into these spares. So eventually I want to You know, try out doing a blank canvas. Maybe I have it in Earth Designs or something like that. But I want to be able to have like all of, or mostly all of the colors I need without having to actually buy anything but the blank canvas. And eventually I feel like I will get there. I haven't gotten there yet because, you know, like some of them I only have just these one little bags of, so, but it also depends upon which ones I'm doing, which one I decide to do it with. I'm really excited to start the ocean wave, but I'm like worried about the drills that are missing, taking forever to get here. And I actually looked up, I think it's Diamond Drills USA, I think is the company's name. And they don't even have enough bags in their stash for the amount that I need in this color. Like, it's like a uncommon color. And I really don't want to substitute any colors. I probably really can, because there is a list out there.
It's so loud.
You guys, my husband is spoiling me. He's been cooking me breakfast every day because he hasn't been working. So he has been spoiling me. Of course, you know, we lived in a shelter for a while, which he knows really affected my emotional state quite a bit. So he, I think, is trying to help make up for that, because we weren't able to have our own breakfast cooked, and we weren't allowed to make anything ourselves. We had no oven, nothing except for a microwave and a refrigerator in the room. So,
Don't play, please.
which apparently we're lucky we even had that, because some people are living there without those things, which really sucks. When we first got there, we were in a room that didn't have a refrigerator. And my 3-year-old drinks almond milk because cow's milk constipates him really bad. So we give him almond milk, and not having a refrigerator to store that in was a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Alright, so now I'm going to do some finagling. Don't do that. Okay, you guys, if you do this, be very careful about pushing your stuff together, because it pushes everything upward. in the center and it will come flying out of there, and then you'll have to rearrange everything again. So you don't want to do that for sure. I think I'm gonna just have to like in order to I'm just gonna have to use a secondary container because this container we're just gonna continue on for now. Crap. I cut off the wrong row first, but that's okay because just as long as I know that, I can put them in the correct order. So I might be moving like a bunch of them around anyway. Because I have a lot to go in here still. So right now I'm just trying to get this done as easily as possible. Okay, I don't need the caregiver thing. Take the caregiver thing. Oh. So this is my bag full of square. Did that one fall too?
What?
One of them fell.
Yeah.
It's true. Why would you throw it in there?
There's other ones in here?
Not supposed to be. So, 38, 34, that's the one. That's the color I'm missing from the Ocean Wave, which I went through this whole bag already and checked for. So this is the bag, you guys, full of my stuff. My husband went to McDonald's to get me a caramel frappe, and he got himself what was supposed to be a mocha frappe. Well, he came back and I said, "What did you order?" And he said, "Well, it's supposed to be a mocha frappe." I said, "That's not a mocha frappe, that's a vanilla shake that is in a well, it looks like a McCafe cup." I mean, I don't know if there's a different cup for it. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I drank a vanilla milkshake. Anyway. Let me know when you're done. Can't tell a story if it's being interrupted. Are you done? So he comes back with a vanilla shake and a caramel frappe. And in the meantime, Aiden had fallen asleep and he was like sleeping on the couch in a weird position. So my husband picked him up to go bring him into his room and put him in his bed. And when he picked him up, he wasn't paying attention enough, apparently, that my son's foot caught the edge of the table where his vanilla shake was sitting. And he kicks it, my son kicks it off of the table and knocks it on the floor. It spills everywhere. I tell my husband, you know, if you didn't want it, you could have just said you didn't want it. And you didn't have to have Aiden kick it on the floor. So he runs to try to find, he puts my son in bed and then runs to try to find something to clean it up with. I mean, he's like spreading it all over the floor. And you know, these are like fairly good carpets because we just moved in, you guys. So, yeah. So, he is cleaning it up. It's spreading everywhere. So he goes to pick up the cup and he spills it again. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you really don't want to have any of that, do you? So he sets it on the table, and on my son's table where they eat at. And then he is continuing to clean up the second spill that he just spilled even more. So then he goes to grab it again to drink what's left in it. And he almost knocks it off the table again. And I'm like, what is your problem? Like, what is going on with you right now? And you would think that that would be the last time. Oh no. Because, Aiden woke up, right?
Yeah.
So he tried to put, you need to turn those down, they're too high. So he tried to put Aiden in bed, but Aiden was hysterical because of the running around looking for a towel. What? What? What do you want? So he's hysterical. Oh, did I just, oh no. I pretty much just cut that one to not usable. So then he goes to drink, he almost knocks it off the table. Then he sets it down to calm down my son because my son was like hysterical by then, and he gets easily wound up when there's like people getting frantic. So my husband doesn't really realize that my son feeds off of his hysterics. So when he gets hysterical, he scares my son, and so he's like freaking out about the milkshake being on the floor, and so it sends my son into a little bit of a panic because he's like, what's the alarm for? Like, oh my god, my dad is freaking out. Why? So he's trying to figure it out. And so I have to remind my husband, you need to calm down a little bit because you're making him think something's really wrong. Like, you're sending him signals that the world is coming to an end or something, and he's freaking out about it. So, so he was pretty hysterical by then, and so my husband goes to pick up the milkshake again after putting it on the table again. And he almost knocks it off the freaking table again. And I'm like, oh my god, I said, you better drink that all in one drink, because if you don't, you're not going to have anything left to drink. You guys, I think he had maybe like this much left. So maybe like 3 drinks left. For him, he's like a gulper, so he drinks things fast. So I was just like, oh my God, if you don't finish that now, you're not going to have any of it. And we wasted the money to feed the carpet, basically. And so he ends up drinking it really fast. And then he goes over. What were you doing after that? You almost knocked something else over.
Oh,
was it diamonds?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Like you almost fumbled the diamond painting tray or something?
Yeah.
So then he goes and he sits down at his diamond painting table setup and almost fumbled the diamond painting tray. And I was like, you know what? You better quit while you're ahead right now, because you're like heading for a disaster somewhere. Somehow, somewhere, you're headed for a disaster because you just want to keep dropping everything. So, I think that was it. But I mean, after 5 times, how many more times could you possibly drop something? Or some things. It's just crazy. So now we'll probably have to get our carpets clean because we don't want where that spilt to accumulate stains, because that's what's going to happen. So we'll probably have to clean this freaking carpet once a month with these kids and my husband. Between my kids and my Alright, so I have these extra ones that I don't think I need, because I think ecru, I don't think really, I think it's $38.65, and I think white is $5,200. I have one here for $210 AB because someone created one for that when I printed it out off of their copy. So I'm just gonna leave these in here for extras. I will eventually cut them up and add them to probably my round diamond ones. But for now, I am done. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more diamond painting content. Timber!